World Cup qualifiers between our host Kazakhstan and the visitors Australia. This is a Group F fixture here, second round of FIBA Asia for the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very big game to say the least. Kazakhstan, it is a must-win for them as they're currently sitting in Group F and needing 2 of their final wins to give them a chance to possibly go through and get there to the FIBA World Cup in China. Kazakhstan gave themselves a bit of a fighting chance in the last round where they came up with a big victory against Gilas Filipinas. So tonight it's going to be a big task against an Australian national team who have already qualified and sit top of Group F. A lot of the games you can see today, Iran will be taking on Japan, Qatar will be taking on the Philippines. That will also happen today. So there are some very big games going on here in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. There, as we already said, Australia top of the group, followed by Iran and Japan. That game will be happening later today, which will have a lot of relevance. Well, the Philippines sit in 4th place, but it is a must-win tonight for the home side. They must give themselves a chance, and they must make it count here on their home court. Well, we sit here in the Republican Velodrome of Sariaka. And to say the least, this game is going to have such relevance to how Kazakhstan fare off here in the final window of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. We just get set to stand for the national anthems of these two teams. And we'll get set for tip in just over 5 minutes. Advance Australia Fair, national anthem. And now we're set for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Menem Kazakhstan, translated to My Kazakhstan, was the national anthem we just heard. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 4 minutes ago, these two teams now will pay homage, give each other the accolades, but we are literally moments away from tip-off. We'll just get set to introduce our officials for tonight's fixture. Our officials are Yong Kim, Chuen Long, and Raba Noyem, coming from Lebanon, South Korea. And well, ladies and gentlemen, we're very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they will continue to do so here tonight in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. It's going to be interesting to see how these two teams line up, of course. I mean, the likes of Harrison Froland, of course, making his impact so far, along with Daniel Grida. It is going to be a very different side. Mitch Creek, of course, one of the players now in his prime. Australia haven't already qualified. They'll see this as a game where they can experiment a little bit. Take nothing away. It's still a strong team. Ahmet Na, Thomas Wilson, Jorg Landale, along with Mancock Manthiang and Mitch Creek all make the starting lineup. Well, it'll be no surprise to see Alexander Jagulin in the starting lineup. He's been Kazakhstan's best player, of course. Not to mention Nikolai Bajin coming in the lineup, hitting a few big perimeter shots. And again, another player just starting the beginning of his prime, along with Anton Bikov. Again, this Kazakhstan team really like to shoot the ball from the perimeter. Their starting lineup, we've got Gavrilov along with Clemens, who's just made his impact so far. Nikolai Bajin along with Alexander Jagulin and Rustam Mergali. Well, Mergali's going to play the point guard role. Not his preferred position. They'll probably move him off to an off guard tonight. Well, he knows that tonight's going to be a big, big task for them. And again, you're up against one of the best countries in the world in basketball. Australia have been a regular feature in all of the Olympics, along with the World Championships and now the future World Cup. Well, Coach Leminis now knows that tonight you can just probably try a few things differently. And they've already booked their ticket. They're on their way to China. And for Kazakhstan, it is a really must-win for them. The last time these two teams met was back in September 2018, where it was a one-sided affair. Australia came out with a very thumping victory of 94-41. Something he'll probably want to look back on, reflect on it. And he knows a lot of improvement is definitely needed if they're going to come out with a victory. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you for joining us here tonight in Astana, Kazakhstan. Do not go anywhere as we're set for tip. It's the final window of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. This is my house. This is what it's all about. Kazakhstan must win. Well, interesting statistic between these two teams, of course, is that Kazakhstan are a better free throw shooting team and not far off being a 36% three-point shooting team. But again, that's a team that likes to shoot the ball from the perimeter. And again, when Kazakhstan shoot the ball well, they give themselves a chance to play, and they can compete. They're going to have to make the most here on their home court. It's going to be very interesting to see, of course, a lot of these Australian players just coming into the mix tonight. So again, a great opportunity for them to shine for their national team, especially when they're playing their domestic basketball. But a lot of depth, they've got a lot of options they can go to. Well, the players are set for tip now. They shake hands with the officials. They shake hands with each other. The fans are ready. This is my house. This is what it's all about right now. Here in Astana, Kazakhstan, we're going to be set for a big, big game tonight. Well, Anthony Clemens coming into the team, of course, is going to be a big, big boost for Kazakhstan because it allows Ergali to play off the point guard role, which we saw him play in the last few windows. Again, a very good perimeter shooter. Alexander Jagulin is going to have to be very versatile tonight, play inside and outside, but more importantly, they've got to make sure they dominate the rebounds. Australia, very good team for getting offensive rebounds and going for all those second opportunities. But ladies and gentlemen, we're set for tip and we're underway. Will Kazakhstan get the first possession? Clemens now goes up high, tries to get a handoff. Comes off another screen. You can see the defense very physical. Well, catches it, shoots it from 18 feet, puts it up, can't get it. There's Gavrilov. A wide open look. It goes all the way to the lane. Finger rolls it up. Can't finish it. They come up with an offensive rebound. He throws it away. And Nikolai Bazhin just comes up with a steal. Down low, takes it down the middle. Makes a bit of a bump, goes up with a tough shot. Still can't get it. And the foul there is called on the rebound. The foul is on Dmitry Gavrilov. Gavrilov, again, trying to go for any opportunity, but he's just got to be a little bit careful. Get a bit of a mismatch as he's up against Mancock Mathiang. Off the dribble, handoff, tries to throw it down low. They get a hand in the passing lane. It's a turnover. So Kazakhstan will get the ball back. Gurley's going to bring the ball up. He's guarded very heavily by Thomas Wilson. Hand off of Clemens. Clemens comes off a screen. Clemens in the middle, draws a foul. You can see that's going to cause a bit of problems for Australia. If Clemens can get into the lane, just get him into the foul trouble early. Try and get Kazakhstan to the free throw line, but it's going to be sideline ball now to Kazakhstan. Jagulin now just gets a hand in the lane, and Mitch Creek causing a few problems. Now Jagulin is being guarded by a quicker Mitch Creek, so he's going to have a few problems trying to get him off the dribble, but again, they need a bit more creativity, a bit more going to the basket, make the defense collapse. 6 on the shot clock now. He's got to get something going. Clemens takes it in, steps back, pump fakes, puts it up. Still can't get it. They get an offensive rebound. Clemens in the lane, kicks out. 3 in the corner, the 3 is up, the 3 is good. Well, a lot better there. You can see they had the penetration to kick out, and in the end, they got the 3-pointer from Nikolai Bazhin. Takes it down the middle now, makes a bit of a bump, puts up a jump hook, and it's easily tucked away. Number 55, Mitch Creek, taking it in the lane on Clemens. Jagulin now, top of the lane, looking for Clemens, gets a handoff. Clemens fakes a screen, pulls up for the 3-pointer. The 3 is up, a little bit short, can't get, no, it tips in. Well, he just gets the roll on it. And again, 2 3-pointers back-to-back now for the home side. Again, we talked about that, the 3-point shooting. Kazakhstan like to shoot the 3-pointer. If they make the 3-pointers, it will give them a little bit of confidence. Landale now goes down to Mathiang. Mathiang backs down. Physical play, turns around, spins in, uses the length, and what a post move by the big man. Just took it in, span a few times, and just got up the jump hook. Strong move. O'Galley now doesn't use a screen, goes down the middle, steps back from 15, puts a jump shot, tucks it away. Well, Alexander all of a sudden just finds a shot there from 15 feet. O'Galley makes it count. Landau now looking for a handoff. Pulls up for a quick 3, takes it, pulls the trigger, and lets it go. Well, a quick 3 by Wilson. Wilson just had enough time to get the shot off. Both teams now just find a bit of confidence from the perimeter. Bazhin now gets a handoff of O'Galley. On the ball, Clemens. Clemens takes it in the lane. Bounce pass off the roll, puts it up. Well, he thought he was going to get blocked, and he missed the shot. And now Australia break down the other end with Creek. Cross court, wide open. 3 is up. Tucks away. Fast break basketball from Australia. Jock Landale sinks the triple. And it's just so simple basketball from Australia. They get the ball up the court, but more importantly, they know how to spread the floor. Which is going to cause a few problems tonight for Kazakhstan if they don't sort the transition defense out. O'Galley in the lane, missed the layup. Mathiang with a rebound. And now Australia can break. Well, pulls the trigger again from the perimeter. Can't get it. Ogali with a rebound. He's got numbers in transition. Bounce pass. Spins around. Goes up with it. Can't get the layup. Well, he didn't want to go in with his right. He thought he was going to get blocked by Mathieu, but down the other end. Alley-oop is up. And he just turns it over. You can see it was the right idea. Landell just couldn't elevate high enough. And in the end, they turn it over. Right idea. Kazakhstan bringing Anton Bikov into the game now. Bikov, another player, usually goes pick and roll with Ogali. One thing he likes to do is pop out to the three-point line, so it'll be interesting to see how well he can get a shot off from the perimeter. Now Ogali in the lane, kicks in the corner, three, up on the way. Whoa, hit the top corner of the backboard and just tucked it in. Bajan now hits a second three of the game. He's 2 for 2 from the perimeter. He just got that slight little touch of luck. Creek down low, Mathieu under the basket. Whoa! Almost got the dunk in, but it looked like he got a little bit of a nudge in the back, but just uses the athleticism so well. Jagulin on the ball, looking for a handoff. Goes back door. Ogali keeps it alive. Ogali can't keep it alive, turns it over, and now Australia's on the break. All the way. And it comes off a Kazakhstan defender, so it will be baseline ball now to Australia. Mitch Creek did so well to split the defense, get in the lane, but again, it just got that little nudge. Almost turned it over. Down low to Creek. Creek's going to back down against Bajan. Kicks in the corner. We got a three. The three is up. No good. Well, Mitch Creek goes in for the reach in. He gets called for the foul. Nikolai Bajan secured the rebound, but it was just that little reach from Mitch Creek that caused the foul. Clemens now on the ball, heavily guarded. Pick and pop, Jagulin takes the three-pointer, puts it up, can't get it. And now Australia can break in transition. Cross court to Creek. Creek goes baseline. Has to go up into the big man under the basket, and he just lays it up. Well, it was just too easy. You can see Isaac Humphries just sat in the lane and got an easy pass, and it's the one problem Kazakhstan's going to have against Australia is the size in the low post. Clemens in the lane. Clemens kicks out. Goes baseline, back to Clemens. Clemens has made 1-3, takes another one, sinks it for downtown, nothing but net. Well, it's the fourth tray of the quarter so far, second for Clemens. Humphries now takes it in the lane. Humphries goes all the way off the backboard. Well, the big man just taking Jagulin to work. Again, you can see he wanted to go for the reversal, no movement off it, couldn't get it, and it just took it in the lane himself. Handoff now with Ogali. Ogali pulls up from 19 feet, and Ogali sinks it away. Well, he's playing with a lot of confidence right now. You can see he's loving the little mid-range. We talked about him not being so confident playing that point guard role, but he's looking very comfortable every time he's on the ball. Comes off a screen with Humphries now, takes it in the lane, goes back to the big man now, puts up a jump hook with his right hand, and it is just beautiful from Humphries. Humphries just going in with a baby jump shot. And he tucks it away. He now moves up to 6 points. Well, fast break down the other end. Jagulin under the basket, draws a foul. And Jagulin's going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Wow, smart move there by the big man just to get out on the break right away. Well, he's probably been their best player in all the windows so far, but relatively young player, 24 years of age, a very hot prospect for the future of the Kazakhstan national basketball team. Currently playing for BC Astana. And again, one of their more prominent players. And again, a lot depends on how well he plays, and especially how well he shoots from the three-point line. And we saw that in the game against the Philippines where he shot very well, and they came out with a 4-point victory. And that win just gave him a little bit of a fighting chance going into this window. Makes it 2 for 2 from the stripe. Humphries now looking inside, can't get into it, but Mitch Creek's going to take it now top of the lane. The defense very, very physical. Down the middle, kicks out to Creek. 2 on the shot clock now. He's got to get a shot off. Creek in the lane, too easy. What a layup right at the end of the shot clock. And the defense just fell asleep, and Mitch Creek just got in the lane. Jagulin gets a handoff. Back to Jagulin. They know he wants to shoot the 3, takes the triple, a little bit short, can't get it. And Lucas Walker secures a rebound, but down the other end, tries a Euro step, goes in the lane, draws the foul. Well, the foul's on Anthony Clemens, but what a move by Jared Weeks just to take it in the lane. He'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Second team foul for Kazakhstan. Originally from Melbourne, Australia, now playing for the New Zealand Breakers. Again, another very exciting, very quick point guard who can get in the lane. But again, one thing he's going to have to try and assert himself is being a very tough perimeter shooter. So he makes it 2 for 2 from the stripe. Australia now, you can see, just putting on chronic man-to-man full-court defense, and it's just the stamina of this national team. They can put so much pressure. Well, gets him on the ground now. And the crowd like that one. In the lane, kicks out. And draws another foul. And the foul, again, just got beat to the spot. Conrad picks up his first personal foul of the game. Smart play there by Nikola Bajin just to beat him to the spot. And it will be sideline ball. Now they're 1 foul away from being in the penalty with 1:47 to go in the first quarter. Clemens off another screen. Kicks out. 3 again from the side. The 3 is up. No good. Kazakhstan just fighting for every rebound, but it goes out of bounds. Australia will get the ball back. Down low to Humphries, and a foul is called. And the foul is on number 20, Anton Bikov. So it'll be sideline ball, sorry, baseline ball. Oh, it is sideline. You can see what Bikov's trying to do. He's trying to stop the entry pass going into Humphries, but he's just got to make sure he doesn't overcommit himself. Walker now gets a handoff. Down to Humphries. Humphries now got it by Bikov. Gives a give and go. Kicks out. We got a wide open 3. The 3 is up. Humphries with the offensive rebound. Big man keeps fighting for it, and he goes up. And that's why you go for every second opportunity. Humphries just dominating the low post. Australia now lead this one by 6 with a minute to go here in the first quarter. Clemens on the ball. Mirzagaliev comes off the screen. Fades away in the lane, puts up a high arc shot. Gets it to drop. And again, he shot that one. It went over the shot clock, but he gets it to drop now. Cuts it down to a 4-point deficit. Down the lane, nah, bumps, kicks out. Missed his last one, takes another one. 6 the 3-pointer. Australia are on fire. And again, rotation for Kazakhstan's got to be quicker. Well, Conrad now makes his first field goal of the game as he puts Australia up by 7. But Clemens just loses his feet there, kicks out to Jagulin. Clemens on the ball. Down low, they turn it over. And now Australia, with 9 seconds, can get one more shot. Well, Bajin just fouls Walker. It's only the 4th team foul, so it'll be a sideline ball to Australia. 5.5. They can get one more shot off here in the first quarter. You can see Bikov trying to front Humphries. They're going to throw a lob to Humphries. The lob's up. Humphries catches it. Big man fades away. Can't get it. And Mirzagaliev secures a rebound. And at the end of the first quarter, Australia lead this one 27-20 against Kazakhstan. Well, both teams now getting a bit of confidence shooting from the perimeter, but Kazakhstan's transition defense, rotations, got to improve if they're going to come out with a victory tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, make sure you download the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 mobile app. You can follow all your favorite teams and players, customize your experience by following your favorite players and teams. And make sure to turn on the notifications so you receive all news and videos that matters to you most. Again, what to make of what's happening here in the first half. You can see it's a very different Australian team that we've seen in the first few windows, but again, take nothing away from these players. The talent and the options that they go to. Well, if we look at the statistics now, Australia 3 for 6 from the perimeter, 8 for 10 from within the rainbow, while Kazakhstan, again, it's usual business for them. 4 for 7, and that's what the one thing that gets them competing in most games is how well they shoot from the perimeter. And again, when you don't have the inside presence to compete against teams like Australia, they must rely on their perimeter shooting. But again, for them, it's going to be a lot about rebounding and transition defense. He'll know a tough job he's got guarding Humphries. I mean, Humphries already 8 points here in the first quarter, been absolutely dominant for Australia. Australia now going to begin the second quarter. So we get a ball reversal inside to Wilson. Wilson now kicks out. You see the look of the Humphries inside, but Peacock doing everything. Well, they get it. Humphries catches it under the basket, and it's too easy for the big man. He is just unstoppable. He now moves up to 10 points. He's 5 for 6 from the field, but well, here comes a double team, and they almost get away with a backcourt violation. O'Galley now on the ball. Gives up to Jagulin. Jagulin backs down. There's O'Galiev now in the lane. Kicks out O'Galley at the three. Pulls up from mid-range. Can't get it. And now Australia can break with Lucas Walker. Wilson now comes off a screen with Humphries in the lane. Almost loses it. Well, Anthony Clemens just gets his hand in the cookie jar and can't come up with a steal. So it's going to be baseline ball now to Australia. A big thing for them is going to be how well they defend that pick and roll with Humphries and Wilson, and not to mention Walker, because again, anytime they come off a screen, there's always a threat. And these Australian guards are just so critical with the ball in their hands. Off a screen now, takes in the lane, slips over, kicks out to Wilson. Wilson pulls the trigger, can't get the three. O'Galley with a rebound, and now Clemens can go all the way. He's got numbers. Clemens in and around. What a layup! Finishes it in fast break. Well, he went in like the Iceman with the finger roll there. Clemens now moves up to 8 points. That's his first field goal from within the rainbow. Humphries now crosses over, pushes up, goes in the lane, and this man just can't be stopped in the lane. He now moves up to 12 points. Isaac Humphries just going to work. Up to O'Galley now. O'Galley on the ball, gives up to Jagulin. 6 on the shot clock now. He's got to pull the trigger from the perimeter. O'Galley in and out, can't get it. And Jagulin just gets fouled on the rebound. Fouls on number 48, Tim Conrad. Again, just the fact going in for those offensive rebounds, giving themselves an extra chance, possibly keep Kazakhstan in this game. And Australia, I mean, the size, the physicality, not to mention the fundamental ability of this team, the way they defend the ball. Pick and pop, Jagulin hasn't made a three yet, takes this one, still can't get it. O'Galley comes up with a rebound. Crosses over now. 6 on the shot clock now, he's got to get something going. Makes a bit of contact, no foul called. Out of bounds, it will be Kazakhstan ball baseline with 2 3/10 of a second to go here on the shot clock. Well, we got a timeout now. As Kazakhstan are going to try and draw up a play here, as we said, with 2.3 to go on the shot clock. They trail this one by 9, 31 to 22. thing for Kazakhstan right now is they've got so many players that really are predominantly perimeter players and a lot of three stretch fours that don't really have that one dominant foundation post player. You've got so many people on the perimeter. Movement spacing can be a little bit congested, but again, you've got to make sure they're going for a lot of offensive rebounds, while Australia, it's simple for them when they've got foundation post player and Humphreys. A lot is played around him, and not to mention Tim Conrad. See him just playing that power forward position. Makes their movement a lot easier, a lot more simple. Well, there, if you saw on the bench, it was the assistant coach, Luke Longley, the three-time NBA champion with the Chicago Bulls. And again, how lucky these Australian players are to have such a veteran player who had such a prestigious career. Not to mention playing with one of the greatest players of all time in Michael Jordan. Well, baseline ball now. Ogale's going to inbound it. Well, he's got to shoot it. Puts up a floater, a little bit of a teardrop. Can't get it. And now Australia can break. Wilson now looking down low, gets in the corner, gives him a pump fake. Conrad throws it in the low to the block. Spins around, puts up a jump hook, can't get it. Rebound by Bajin. Handoff now, Clemens. Off the screen, kicks out. Well, he's made 2 threes, takes another one completely off the mark. They turn it over, and it will be baseline ball now to Australia. You can see Nikolai Bajin threw that one up, but again, it was a good look. He's just got to make it. Froling looking for a handoff now, gets with Wilson, so crosses over now, takes it in the lane, kicks out, what a pass. Creek in the corner, Creek for the three-pointer, nothing but net. Well, he came in and Mitch Creek just making a big impact already off the bench here in the second quarter. It's his first three-point field goal of the game. Handoff of Ogali. Ogali pulls the trigger from the perimeter. Ogali can't get it. And now Australia can push in transition. Well, Clemens diving on the floor, comes up with a loose ball, keeps it alive. And now Australia can break, and Bajin will pull it out. Again, Anthony Clemens just making a big impact on defense. Tries to isolate. Galiev has to kick it into Clemens. Clemens takes another 3 points, hit 2, can't get it. Froling with a rebound, and now Australia can break, and right now, Kazakhstan trying to settle for everything for the perimeter. In the lane's going to back down. Landale goes up, and an offensive foul called. Great defensive play by Nikolai Bajin. Bajin just took the charge from Landale. Landale tried to go in very physical, but again, looked like a good move. You can see gets it in there, spins around, and it's just that bump from the back that took him out. Australia now, you can see every moment they're going to put on full court man-to-man pressure, but that's one way to break it now. As Clemens tries to kick it in the corner, but Froling just puts a hand in the way to stop the kick-out pass. Well, we talked about that full court man-to-man pressure, but I mean, that was one way to definitely break it. I mean, you just got to go at the defense, make the move. Don't let them sit back and make life easy for them. Down low to Ogali now. Ogali kicks out to Bajin. Roll in the lane, and pulls up from 15 feet, and again, Kazakhstan cannot buy a bucket right now. They've only scored 2 points in this quarter right now, but Australia again falling into the same pattern. Right now, I'm not sure what options to go to, but gets a handoff now, takes it in the lane, kicks in the corner, keeps it alive. Creek now down low, right idea, couldn't get the pass to him. Mathiang thought he was going to kick it out in the corner, and the pass was for him. Another turnover from these two teams. Been a very sloppy passage of play here in the last few minutes. Galiev now on the ball, gives up to Clemens. Gali off one screen. Gali had the shot, didn't take it, and he travels. You can see how Gali had time and space and wasn't too sure whether to pass or shoot it, but in the end, he turns it over. When you play in a game like this, of this magnitude, and gets a team like Australia, there isn't really any time for indecision. You got to be sure what you're doing. You got to assert yourself. Now Frolin down low to Mathiang. Big mismatch in the lane. Can't get it. Oh, Mirza Galiev throws off Mathiang, so it will be now ball to Kazakhstan. Right now you can see both teams right now just settling for emotions. And again, just a little bit of change in the play. One player just get to the basket, make a penetration or something, but again, a bit more creativity, something going towards the hoop. Off the screen now. Well, doesn't get called for the offensive foul, takes a jump shot, and finally, Kazakhstan get a field goal to drop. And it's that man again, Anthony Clemens. So it's going to be timeout now to Australia as they lead this one by 10 points, 34-24 here in Astana, Kazakhstan. The final window of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. See, it's been a game changer for Australia. As soon as they took out Isaac Humphries, again, they didn't really have that dominance and that inside presence. And it's the thing when you've got such a strong post player, it makes the perimeter player's job very easy. Again, take nothing away from Harrison Frolin. Very, very talented player, along with Mankok Mathiang, but again, they just need to somehow assert themselves in the low block. And just make enough space and give the guards enough time to create around the perimeter. There you can see Isaac Humphries, just a soft touch in the lane. Just so dominant, so physical, just too strong. Well, perimeter shooting can change a lot of things for these two teams. And again, for me, that's an offensive foul. They got to call that one. Push off right in the face of Jared Weeks. They turn it over now. He's in transition, gives it out. Bajan all the way, draws another foul. Well, they've called it a shooting foul. So Nikolai Bajan will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. And again, indecision from the Australian backcourt. Got to take care of the basketball. You can see Nikolai Bajan did start the game very well as he hit those 2 3-point field goals. But again, he's a set shooter, which makes it very hard to get a shot off in a game of this magnitude and this high tempo. But the foul's on Jared Weeks. You can see right call from the official to call it a shooting foul. Makes the second one. He cuts it down to a 9-point deficit. He now moves up to 7 points. Falling now, looking for a hand up, gives it back to Creek. Creek goes, gets rejected. Well, he said, not in my house. What a block. Dmitry Gavrilov completely denied him down the other end. Kicks out to Clemens. And now he's going to back down. Goes at Frolin. Puts up a jump hook of his own. Completely missed the shot. And now Australia can break. Down the lane with Creek. Creek kicks out. Frolin, why not? Pull the trigger from the perimeter. Can't get it. What a rebound. Alexander Jagulian right over Mankok Mathiang. And ladies and gentlemen, what a block we just saw by Dmitry Gavrilov, and now goes in the lane, puts up a little teardrop, can't get it. Clemens secures a rebound, and it's all scrappy, and they turn it over again. Creek in transition, Frolin, alley-oop, it's up, can't connect. Well, Frolin secures a rebound, down low to Mathiang. Mathiang goes up, no foul called. Well, the ball is all over the place. And again, everyone fighting for it. You gotta love the competition right now. Both these two teams just want to win. It's that man again, Gavrilov, just all over the floor, giving everything for his team. Hustle plays, desire. Well, an offensive foul now is called on Mirzagaliev, and again, it's just a reach out with the elbow. Mirzagaliev not looking too confident when he's on the ball, especially playing that point guard role, but Gali's going to come in, just give him a little bit of a breather. Right there, a slight push-off. In the lane now, kicks it out. Tough pass to Cash, but and a 24-second violation. Australia really leading this one by 9 points. Really have just been very dominant in the second quarter. Really haven't asserted themselves. Only scored 7 points so far. Kazakhstan as well with only 5 points. Been a very, very quiet second quarter from both these two teams. Clemens now on the ball. Down to Gali. Gali backs down in the lane. Pump face. What a post move! Going all the way. Oh, Rustam Gali just showing how a point guard can do it in the low block. Again, a Kevin McHale-like move. And he steals the ball now. And Kazakhstan can break. You got Clemens back to Gali. Gali takes in the lane. Gali all the way with a layup. Doesn't get it. Draws a foul. And all of a sudden, Kazakhstan's offense just coming to life now, all thanks to Rustam Gali. Well, now comes back into the game, probably just to give him a little bit more stability in the backcourt, but that's been the problem for Australia. It's just, it seems like they're just going through the motions right now. No player really just trying to step up. As Gali makes the first free throw. Again, we talked about him playing that off-guard role in this game, but again, he's looking more confident being the go-to player as he makes it 2 for 2 from the stripe. And the question is, did that free throw count? I don't think it did. I think it was the... It looks like Gavrilov has just cost his team a free throw there. Going up and touching the rim. I mean, it was going in. It was the case, but you've got to be smarter than that. You got to think right now. This game, everything on the line for Kazakhstan. Down low, the big man's going to get you in the low block. Walker now. 6 on the shot clock now. Wilson's got to get something going to the basket. Down the lane, Wilson bumps well. How many steps did he take? But he gets it to drop. What a layup. Wilson just took it in the lane right at the end of the shot clock. What a move. Clemens looking for options, gives it out. Well, 5 on the shot clock. He's got to take the shot in and out, can't get it. And Kazakhstan, again, just can't buy a bucket from the perimeter. Nara on the ball, crosses over in the lane. Cross court, wide open, takes the three-pointer. 3 is up. The 3 is nothing but net. And again, it's that man, Tim Conrad, as he puts Australia up by 11 points. It's a second three-point field goal here in the second quarter. And we got a timeout now to Kazakhstan. You got to credit Kazakhstan right now. They're playing with such confidence and a lot of physical defensive plays. But again, the quality of Australia. You see them as they lead this one by 11 points. And the Australians shooting so prolifically from the three-point line. Tim Conrad hit the second three-point field goal here in the second quarter. Again, look at this for a post move in and out. I mean, that's a Kevin McHale throwback right there. And that's a point guard just going to work in the low block. I mean, look at this for a pass from Wilson. Wilson in the lane. That's a move, but again, what a finger roll in and around. Just kisses it off the glass. And the home fans know tonight it is a must-win for them to give themselves a chance of maybe claiming that fourth place. I mean, it is possible. Kazakhstan, if they can win these final two games by a majority margin, especially in their final game against the Philippines, it is possible they can finish third, but realistically, they know that fourth place is going to be what they must aim for. Agali gets a handoff now with Clemens. Clemens down low to Agali, guarded by Wilson. Backs down again, Agali goes up, another post, we can't get it. And again, the post defense just making a presence there, stopping him from getting a jump hook off. Walking down again, another turnover. You see Wilson just tried to do the backdoor play, but couldn't catch it. We're going to get the last shot here of the first half as Clemens gets out of a double team in the corner. Out to Clemens. Clemens has got to get something going in the lane. Takes all the way. Can't get the and one. But Gavrilov's going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, Gavrilov did so well to keep the ball alive there as he caught it from a tough, awkward angle. Just one thing on his mind. Attack the basket. Get fouled. Get to the free throw line. Well, 32 years of age now, originally from Almaty, Kazakhstan, currently playing with BC Astana. Well, not the foundation big man, of course, but again, just someone who gives just that something extra. Well, Australia now with 2 seconds left. They're going to put it up. Wilson takes the final 3 off the backboard. Doesn't get it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, it's Australia who lead this one 39-28 against Kazakhstan here in the final window of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. We'll just leave you with a few stats and highlights, but go get a drink, go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long because we'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half here in Group F of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Well, there you can see the stats, of course. Kazakhstan hit 4 3-pointers, all coming in the first quarter. They're 4 for 13 from the perimeter. Well, Australia 5 for 11. Australia just dominating the rebounds right now, 22-12. Again, just too many. Well, Kazakhstan do have 4 steals. And Australia do have 11 turnovers for that matter. But again, both teams now really just want to assert themselves here in the second half. Kazakhstan must win this game if they're to give themselves a chance of making any qualifications. Now, they're 1 victory away from possibly getting into 4th place. But again, results must go their way depending how the Philippines play here in Group F.
World. FIBA Basketball World Cup.
Общество Kazakhstan. And the chain of the best cinemas in Kazakhstan, Кинопарк. И, конечно же, партнер игр квалификации сеть лучших кинотеатров в Казахстане Кинопарк. Дамы и господа, дорогие друзья, пока у нас есть время, давайте немного с вами пообщаемся. И я уверен, что многие в последнее время слышали эту шутку, которую мы сейчас хотим повторить, что баскетбол – это название, то самое название единственного вида спорта, в котором есть 3 казахских слова. Кто слышал эту шутку? Поаплодируйте, пожалуйста. Отлично. И прямо сейчас, друзья, давайте пошутим все вместе. У нас есть правая сторона, да, назовем вас. Вы сейчас должны будете прокричать. Ба-ба-ба-ба-бас. Первое слово. Справимся? Друзья, мы обращаемся к вам сейчас. К вам и к вам. Вас немного, поэтому мы на вас рассчитываем. Попробуем. 3-4. Так, стоп. Вы, пожалуй, не поняли нас, да? Наверное, надо подойти поближе. Это 4 колонки с перекладом. Мы обращаемся к вам сейчас, друзья. Правая сторона. Громко, одновременно нужно сказать. Ба-ба-ба-ба-бас. Репетируем. 3-4. Отлично. В следующий раз попробуем погромче. Только чтобы было слышно отсюда. Сейчас будет очень громко, потому что центральная трибуна у нас огромная, друзья. Давайте хорошенько пошумим. Кек. Запомнили? 3-4. Можно было и погромче, друзья. Тем не менее, спасибо. И завершаем, друзья. Вы, левая трибуна, слышно нас? Хорошо слышно?
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in Astana, Kazakhstan for the second half of this final game here at Group F, or the final window, excuse me, of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers between our host Kazakhstan and the visitors Australia. And the visitors lead this one by 11 points, 39-28. So we started the game off very well in what was very high tempo, but in the second quarter, very quiet from both these two teams. Australia so far with 11 turnovers. And Kazakhstan just hanging in there slightly. The last time these two teams met back in September, it was a very one-sided affair where Australia gave them a thumping game where they won by over 50 points. A little bit different here so far in Astana. You can see Gali and Clemens just leading the way so far. Well, Jagulin hasn't scored yet, been relatively quiet. Probably has been their best player throughout the whole FIBA World Cup qualifiers. But again, Australia not giving him any time or space to get that three-point shot off. You can see the home fans now enjoying the occasion. Again, knowing that they just sit behind the Philippines, who are currently in fourth place. And again, Kazakhstan have never qualified for a FIBA World Cup competition. Could this be the first time? Can they make history? Again, the last two games, tough games again, especially tonight against Australia, who've already qualified. But again, they've got to go and play the Philippines, who in the last window, Kazakhstan came up with a very big surprise victory by 4 points. Again, these Australian players, a point to prove tonight for them. Again, if they want to be in the mix in the future, a lot of bright young talent here. In the second quarter, it's a point again where you want to play unselfish and play in the system. But again, at some point, you got to step up, take those three-pointers, get to the lane, get to the basket. This is going to be a very, very big quarter for Kazakhstan and for Australia.
Responsible on the backdoor. You are talking, speaking on this, but make until then that they will not receive the points from the backdoor. On the motion, don't let them receive the ball. Don't let them receive the ball. But
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you download the FIBA World Cup Qualifiers app. Again, make sure you customize your experience following all your favorite teams and players. Turn on the notifications, receive the news and videos that matters to you most. Watch all the top plays and games and video highlights and recaps. Again, the FIBA Basketball World Cup mobile app. Download it for free. Well, Mitch Creek, you can see, started the game off very well. Had that one three-pointer in the side, but again, just found it a little bit difficult when he was penetrating in the zone. Again, his play is going to be heavily dependent on here in the second half. Probably one of their more experienced players here for the Australian national team. Australia now will begin the third quarter. As Mathian now looking for Creek. They go down low. They're going to force the issue down as he backs down against Alexander Jagulin. Physicality in the lane. Well, Jagulin's got it completely wrapped up. And they call the foul. You can see he's had a very tough time tonight. Again, he likes to get off that perimeter shot as well every time he sets a ball screen. But again, the defense has been just too much so far. Landau looking for a handoff, can't get it to him. Wilson now. Down to Landau, Landau in the middle. Landau goes up with it, can't get it, gets his own rebound and just somehow, some way, tips it over the defense. He puts Australia back up by 13 points. Well, Jock Landau now moves up to 3 points of that field goal. In the lane, goes up, reverse left, can't get it. And now Wilson can push a transition. They got numbers, it's a 5-on-4. Landau pulls the trigger from the perimeter, can't get it. Dealing with the rebound now, gives up to Clemens. It's a kick ball, so it will be ball back to Kazakhstan. O'Galley gets a handoff now, comes off a screen. He's looking for Clemens, gets it to him in the end. Clemens tries to dish it off. Well, nobody wants to shoot the ball right now. O'Galley, he'll take it, baseline fadeaway, can't get it. And now Australia, they got 3-on-2 in transition. Passes it off, tries a Euro step. Well, and one. I thought he was going to call it travel, but Mitch Creek just goes to work with the Euro step. And Mitch Creek just making a name for himself there. Forget the Euro step, that's the Aussie step. Well, there you can see, fast break, goes in with the Aussie step. It just gives it the finger roll, and one. Makes it a three-point play now, and he puts Australia up by 14 points. Again, you gotta love the spirit, the discipline of this young Australian team. Again, it's full court man-to-man pressure. Gavrilov looking to get it to Clemens. Clemens pulls the trigger from the perimeter, takes the three, cannot get it. Mathiang with a rebound, and now Australia can break. Well, they got a wide open Creek under the basket. They don't spot him. In the lane, backs down, fakes, tries to go in and around. Well, what a post move, just goes to work, and no doubt he learned that move from Luke Longley, his assistant coach. Well, Landau now goes up to 7 points, just goes in with the absolute sublime post move in the low block. Well, Kazakhstan just look lost for answers right now. We'll show this one now by 18 points. You got to get something going. O'Galley steps in around, pump fakes, gets Matthews up in the air, can't get it. Gavrilov with the offensive rebound. He's got to go up with it. In the lane, spins one time, does a 360, can't get it. Gets his own rebound, tries to go up, draws a foul. He'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, did he spin around one too many times? I mean, he doesn't want to go to his right hand. You can see that, but at that point, you just got to go up with it, get fouled. And now the big man will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, he makes the first free throw, and again, he does look a little bit concerned. Because again, he knows that deficit, unless they can start to figure it out on offense, it's only going to get bigger down the other end. Can't get the second free throws. Mathiang secures the rebound. Well, Wilson now heavily guarded by O'Galley. Looking for options now, gives it to Mathiang. Mathiang in the lane. Mathiang is just too powerful, too strong, and he'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, started his career with the Charlotte Hornets back in 2017. And had a brief stint with the Greensboro Swarm, but he just made his way over to Italy this season. He's just enjoying a little bit of time. Makes a second free throw now, and he puts it up to a 19-point ball game. Now O'Galley on the ball. Well, almost lost it, but he just keeps it alive, and you can see they're not going to let Clemens get the ball. Clemens off another screen, takes in the lane, puts up a little teardrop, and gets it to go. Well, that was definitely needed just to give him a little bit of confidence, but they still trail it by 17, so a lot of work to do if they're going to get back into this game. Now gives it to Wilson. Landale now kicks out to Creek. Creek gives up to Mathiang. Why not? Pull the trigger, big man, from the corner. Can't get it. And O'Galley now secures the rebound. Can Kazakhstan just chip into the deficit. O'Galley in the lane, puts it up, can't get it. Loose ball on the floor. And now secures it, a push and transition with Wilson. Wilson spins around in the lane. Wilson, what a move! Well, he missed the layup, but he gets his own rebound, goes up, no foul called. Finally, Gavrilov secures the rebound, but again, what a play. But Wilson unlucky there not to get the layup to drop. Clemens kicks out. O'Galley wide open, pulls the trigger, gotta make it, can't get it. And that has just been the Achilles so far for Kazakhstan here. Have not made a three-point field goal since the first quarter. No, looks for the backdoor play, they don't get it to him. Well, Nah looks down to Mathiang, mismatch time. Mathiang low block, dish it off, but a foul's there called on the ground. 14th foul for Kazakhstan so far here in the third quarter. And it will be baseline ball to Australia. Well, Mitch Creek and Mangok Mathiang just go to the bench. You can see Isaac Humphries just waiting to get the ball there in the low block. He wants it. Now it comes off a screen, and an offensive foul is called. Well, again, it's just on the ball screen. You know, screens is just so simple. You just got to stand your ground, let the dribbler going into you, but any contact you make, you just give the official a chance just to call the foul. Gives up to Clemens in the corner. O'Galley didn't make his last three, takes another one, and he still can't get it. But now Jagulin goes up with the throwdown. Well, that was just what Kazakhstan needed. Just a bit of confidence, just to get them back in the game. And again, you talk about going for second opportunities. It's only his fourth point of the game. He's been relatively quiet, but what a way to get into it. And now Humphries wants to respond down the other end. Turns it over. O'Galley with the steal. And now Kazakhstan on the break. O'Galley's going to have to pull this one out. And now Clemens pulls up. Big three. In and out. And again, they just can't buy a bucket from the perimeter. And again, if he made that one, would have cut it down to a 12-point game. But now Australia can just slow things down, get into their offense. Wilson pulls the trigger from the perimeter. In and out, he can't get it. What a rebound by Jagulin. Australia do have the lead, but again, both teams, you can see, just really struggling to pull some dominance on this one. Another teardrop, puts it up, can't get it. Gets his own rebound. Kicks in the corner, Jagulin, can he get it? Takes the three, still can't make it. And Bajin now secures a rebound. Kazakhstan just need that bit of confidence from the perimeter. Through on the shot clock now. O'Galley's got to get a shot off. Galley steps back, fades away, puts it up, still can't get it. Landale with a rebound, and now Australia just slow things down now with just over 3.5 to go here in the third quarter. We thought about the three now, but took it in. He's going to throw it down to Landale. Got it by Bajin. And the 15 fouls. Bajin now sends Landale to the free throw line. And you can see Div was not aware that they were going to get in the penalty. And again, it's things like that. Decisions you got to make. And again, Australia being a prolific free throw shooting team. I mean, it's a mismatch, no doubt. There's not much Bajin can do about it. Landale just too big and strong. But he will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, he makes the first free throw. And this was always going to be a mismatch for Kazakhstan, going up against the size. Well, he makes it both free throws, and well, another one from Melbourne, Victoria, currently playing in Serbia right now in the capital Belgrade. Jock Landau just sinks both of those free throws. And Mirza Galiev now heavily guarded by Wilson, draws the foul, and again you can see Wilson just trying to overcommit himself. And I'm sure what a good coach will always say is, you know, you want to defend him to force him into turnovers, but you know, that'd be the least of Australia's concerns now with only 2 team fouls. They lead this one by 16. Galiev gets a handoff. Or pulls the three, takes the three, and again, same story. Just can't get the shots to drop at the moment. Whoa, Humphries, time, space, goes up, no foul called. Humphries looked like he did get a bit of contact, but the officials are going to let play go. Jagulin gives up now to Bajin. We go down low to Bykov now. Bykov almost loses it. Kicks it out. Galiev gets away with the travel, throws up a circus shot, just can't get it. And now Australia can break. Wilson in the lane, bangs around, tries another Aussie step, can't get it. And Wilson gets called for another foul out of frustration. It's only the third team foul now, so it will be baseline ball to Kazakhstan as they trail this one by 17 now. We're just under 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. Well, we got a timeout now. These two teams are going to talk it over as Australia lead this one by 17 here in the third quarter. The second last game here of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers here in Group F. Well, three-point field goals really says it for both teams at the moment. I mean, Australia, even though they're winning this one, only 36%, while Kazakhstan 21%. A team that usually lives and dies by the three-point field goal. Again, they are struggling tonight. And again, this is a new-look Australian team that we've seen from the other windows, but they've already qualified, and what a great chance. What a dunk! Of course, just to throw it down. Jagulin just throws it down with authority. And again, was there a time? Rips the ring down. Jagulin goes up and he says, "This is my house." Well, Galiev now is going to bring the ball up for Kazakhstan. Again, they got to get something going to the basket. A little bit more creativity. Somebody just needs to step up. Give him a little bit of a spark right now. Jagulin looking for a handoff. In the lane, puts up another teardrop. Again, way off. And the foul has been called, and again, it's on the ground. That puts Kazakhstan one foul away from being in the penalty. What was a shooting foul, sorry. So he will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, Shankwanov now, since coming in and just relieving Gali now, is just making a bit of a difference, just trying to split the defense, get in the lane. And little ways they can get back in it. Well, he makes the first free throw. You can see when he comes in with just a little spark of energy. Again, with a little bit of quickness on the ball. It does make a big difference for their offense. Makes a second one now, and he cuts it down to a 15-point ball game. Well, no, Kazakhstan don't want to foul. Don't want to send Australia to the free throw line, but Humphries now in the lane. Humphries just going to work, and the big man just cannot be stopped. Well, he's been the best player in the game so far. Just his movement, physicality on the ball. Almost comes up with a steal. Bykov kicks out to Jagulin. Jagulin. Kwanov now had the shot in the corner, didn't take it. Galiev has a three-point, doesn't take it, puts up another teardrop, airballs it, and again, now they can break. Well, it's a 3-on-3 in transition all the way. Weeks takes it off the backboard. Strong fast break by Australia. Well, it's back to a 19-point ball game, and again, it's just amazing how the score can shift so quickly just with a bit of fast break basketball from the Aussies. Jagulin had the three-pointer, didn't take it. Kicks out, well, Bajin puts it behind the back, turns it over. And we got a jump ball situation now. Ball will go, I think, to Kazakhstan because Australia began the third quarter with the possession. It's a bit of a careless play to make. You're trying to put it between your back while split two defenders. And again, Walker, like he just got a bit of a knock to the head there, but it looks like he's going to be okay. Well, 24-second violation. They turn it over. And again, that's just a story of how it's been for them here in the game so far. Unaware of what's on the clock, how many fouls. And you can see now they're just trying to get more rotations, get more guys involved right now. But again, this is a game they got to win. Quanov now putting a lot of pressure on Weeks, and you can see it's just causing a little minor disruptions for him in this play. Humphries all the way, bangs around, puts up a jump hook, gets it up, can't get it to drop. Out of bounds, it will go back to Kazakhstan now with 37 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Australia lead this one by 19 points. Clemens comes back in the game. Probably what they want is if they're going to get a last shot opportunity, they probably want the ball in his hands. He's probably their best player. Isolate and really create on his own, but again, he's been relatively quiet so far. Only 14 points, but a lot of those came in the first half. Well, Clemens now on the ball, guarded heavily by Weeks. Comes off a screen of Bikov. And another foul called now. 15 fouls, so Weeks is going to send Clemens to the free throw line for 2 shots. He makes the first free throw again. A lot is dependent on his play and how well he can play in the backcourt, but it's tough for him when he's not really got that foundation post play to play with, someone to really make the big difference. Oh, 17 seconds left now. Australia are going to have the last shot here of the third quarter. Gavrilov checks back into the game. Well, Weeks now is going to run this one down now with 10 on the clock here in the third. We'll pick and roll with Humphries. Well, Weeks crosses over, takes it in the lane. Weeks goes all the way, can't get it. Offensive rebound, foul on the ground. So now Australia will get 2 free throws here at the end of the third quarter. And Kazakhstan just punish themselves by not securing the rebound. Lucas Walker now probably been the mighty role player so far in this game. Again, you can see he's just playing off the likes of Humphries, but again, gets himself into good positions, plays very good post defense. A veteran player now, 34 years of age. Well, he makes the second free throw. And it is now a 20-point lead to Australia. That is Walker's first 2 points of the game. Well, 2.8 left now. Jagulin's got to shoot the ball. Puts it up from half court. Almost got it. But at the end of the third quarter, it is the visitors Australia that lead this one by 20, 56-36, which is a must-win game for Kazakhstan. But that is as it stands as we're going into the fourth.
World. FIBA Basketball World Cup is right here. You want it? Come and get it.
Well, as you saw, as Kobe Bryant said, the ambassador here for the FIBA World Basketball Cup, he has it in his hands. If you want it, come and get it. And right now, Australia shooting 5 for 14 from the perimeter, 16 for 29 from within the rainbow. While Kazakhstan had 4 three-pointers in the first quarter. Looked like they were going to have a hot night. Have not made a three-point field goal since that first quarter. Right now, the home side are just struggling for answers. They're just trying to find that identity. But again, Landau, you can see, just dominated in the low block. Again, gets away with a little bit of a travel, but you can see the Kazakhstan defenders just looking at the official, waiting for the call. We start the fourth quarter as Australia gets the first possession here so far. Well, another offensive foul there. And again, it's the same situation. It's the second one where he's set an illegal screen. I think he understands the mistake he made, but again, screens are just so simple. Just got to stand there, let the dribbler come off of you. And now Australia leading this one by 20. Can Kazakhstan make a comeback here in 10 minutes? Clemens now gets a hand off of Gali. Gali comes off another screen. Again, not a lot of movement off the ball. Clemens in the lane, steps back, fades away from 15 feet, knocks down the jump shot. And that will just do him a little bit more confidence here. And again, you can see coach wanting them to put that full court pressure on. In the lane, fakes the pass, dish it off. Or goes in, gotta be a traveling violation. No, it's a foul. And it's an and-one. So he's gonna go to the free throw line him out to make it a three-point play. Well, again, it's just a case of look how much time and space he had to cut to the basket, receive the pass, and again, just to get the layup off. And I think what the defense is wondering was they're waiting for the official to call the travel, but you got to play to the whistle. Can't make it a three-point play. Kazakhstan will get the ball back as they trail this one by 20. Well, catch and shoot from the perimeter again. They can't hit the three-point field goals. I mean, they're getting good looks, but they just can't get them to drop at the moment. Down the other end now, Australia is going to try and just counteract. Takes it all the way to lane, goes in. Well, what a move! What a layup! Just a finger roll wrapped in and around by Walker, and they steal the ball. In the corner, three is up. It's up, and away, and it's good. And now Kazakhstan have to call timeout because right now Australia are saying, this is my house. Well, amazing now, an 18-point lead turns into a 25-point lead just off the back of a few turnovers. And Kazakhstan goes searching for answers. Well, the task is only going to get tougher for Kazakhstan because in the next game is going to be a definitely must-win for them as they take on Pilipinas, the Philippines, in which if they don't win that game, even depending how other results go, I mean, if the Philippines win their next game, it could be night curtains for Kazakhstan here in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Again, the stats say it all. 30% from within the rainbow. Less than 20 from the three-point line. And they've just got to do a better job. I mean, that's a lot better there for Clemens, but they need other players to step in and step up. And credit to this Australian national team. I mean, it's a young squad with a mix of veteran talent, but it's been a lot of changes since they qualified in the last round. Again, you just got to love it. I mean, that's an Iceman move right there. In and around George Gervin style. Muzagaliev now is going to move to the off-guard roles. He gives it up to Clemens. Hand off of Muzagaliev. Well, Clemens gets in the lane. Kicks out to Ogali. Couldn't catch it. Ogali all the way goes into the layup. And a tip back, but he can't connect with it. Well, that would have been a play now. Landau, we got a throw down in transition with the easy throw down. And Australia are running away with this one. Well, Landau now moves up to 10 points. And again, you got to love a big man that just runs the fast break. That's exactly what he does. Clemens pulls back from the perimeter, takes a three, can't get it. And now Mitch Creek in transition down the middle. They got numbers. Creek all the way, down low, up to Walker. And it is just beautiful fast break basketball from the Australians. Well, Walker now moves up to 8 points. Hadn't scored in the first half, but again, he's just enjoying a little bit of passage on the ball. Muzagaliev now gives up to Jagulin. Jagulin pulls the perimeter shot from the perimeter, can't get it, way off the mark. It'll be out of bounds and it will go back to Australia. Well, Nikolai Bazin now is going to come back in the game as Alexander Jagulin is just going to go to the bench and take a bit of a breather. Landau gives up to Mitch Creek, curls a screen. He'll throw it away as Bazin comes up with a loose ball. Well, Clemens in the lane. Clemens puts up a floater. Clemens gets the and one. And he'll go to the free throw line now to make it a three-point play. And again, he just threw up a prayer. And he just got it to drop. I mean, that's just like a teardrop going out of bounds, and it will count. He'll go to the free throw line. Can't make the free throw. Australia secure the rebound now. They lead this one by 27. In the lane, makes a bit of contact, draws the foul. No foul, sorry, turnover. You can see him just eyeing up Ogali afterwards. He'll go to the bench, take a breather as Wilson comes back into the game. It was Conrad who calls the turnover. Down low now to Ogali, got it by Wilson. Kicks out to Bazin. Bazin goes baseline. Bazin, well, what a pass in the lane. Another and one. And now Gavrilov will go to the free throw line, and that's a lot better for Kazakhstan and what they've been missing all game. Movement, penetration on the ball, just making the defense collapse. Well, the veteran now gone to the free throw line most so far for Kazakhstan. Makes it a three-point play. Cuts it down to a 24-point ball game. It's only his fourth point of the game tonight. Fallen gets a handoff with Landau. Well, fakes it now, takes in the middle. Wilson, 5 on the shot clock, pulls the trigger. Nothing but net from downtown. And again, they just punish the defense with the perimeter shooting. Wilson now moves up to 8 points a second. Three-point field goal. We got a steal. Mitch Creek, transition, easy throwdown. Fast break basketball from the Australians. And it all starts with the defense. Hands in the passing lanes, just making it very difficult for Kazakhstan. And it's now a 29-point lead to the Australians. Well, steps back, long 2 foot on the line, nothing but net. He now moves up to 19 points. He's 6 for 9 from within the rainbow. Now on the ball, kicks out to Wilson. Wilson in the lane, back out to Na. Down to Landale. Landale spins. Traveling violation called. It's a tough one because, again, it's definitely the right call. But again, you see sometimes those ones given away. But nonetheless, turnover to Australia. Five and a half to go here in the fourth quarter. And as it stands, Australia, who are top of Group F, leading this one by 27 points. Clemens now pulls up from mid-range, takes the jump shot, doesn't get it. Wilson with the rebound. And now Australia can push in transition. Well, off one screen, almost turns it over, but it will go back out of bounds, and Australia will get it sidelined. As Mangok Mathane now checks back into the game. And again, we haven't really seen his full potential tonight. All he needs is just a little bit of time and space just to really assert himself with a bit of dominance in the low block. I'm sure that's what this last 5 minutes just do his confidence some good. He almost turns it, he does turn it over, and again, you come in, you really got to make yourself a big presence in the game. Gali catch and shoot from the perimeter, and finally, Kazakhstan get a perimeter shot to go here. They haven't scored a three-point field goal since the first quarter. And that's Gali's first three-pointer of the game. Backdoor play. Comes off a foot, so it'll be a fresh 14 on the shot clock. Well, Wilson now under 10 on the shot clock. Gonna go pick and roll. Mathiang in the lane. Wilson makes a bit of contact. No foul called. It will be baseline ball to Australia. With 3 8/10 seconds to go here. I have to sort the shot clock out. For some reason, it's reset at 14. I think we got a referee's timeout right now. Well, the deficit just got bigger and bigger here in the second half. And again, Australia just playing with a lot of intelligence, really trying to play for each other. Again, each player here, you can see they're trying to prove a point. They want to be in this squad for the future. At the same time, you got to credit the discipline. Again, that's just symbolizes how much talent there is in their national game. The players to choose from in their domestic league. Kazakhstan only 33% from within the rainbow. Australia 60%. Again, a big major stat for them. But again, just goes to show Kazakhstan are a team that live and die by the three-pointer. Well, look at this from Mitch Creek, just going coast to coast with the easy throwdown. Again, that's why you always put your hands in the passing lanes. But in that case, just overcommitted himself and rewarded him as well. But Gali, that's what they've been missing all game. Just that three-point presence. Well, 3.8 now on the shot clock. Australia's got a baseline. Well, 5-second violation. They don't get the ball in. And again, they're up by 24. But again, you got to finish a game off strong. And again, that's just a lackadaisical error they can't make. Galiev comes off one screen, gives up to Clements. A foul on the ground again. It's on Weeks. That's one side of Weeks' game he's going to have to improve. Is just his on-the-ball man-to-man defense. You can see it sometimes. Just overcommits himself. Well, Alexander Jagulin comes back into the game as Bajin on the bench. And Bajin again, 8 points in that first quarter. Really made a big difference, but relatively quiet. He's almost still the ball. Gavrilov keeps it alive now. Clemens on the ball with 6 on the shot clock. He's got to get something going and draws another foul. So now Kazakhstan are in the penalty with 4:11 to go in the fourth quarter as they trail this one by 24. But again, the free throw shooting hasn't been very strong from Kazakhstan, even though they are a higher free throw percentage team than Australia coming into this game. He played his university basketball at the University of Iowa. Again, he's been their top scorer in this game. He's 20 points so far, but he's been really the only factor for them going forward on the offense. He makes it 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Cuts it down to a 22-point game. Wilson comes off a screen now, kicks out to Froling. Froling's going to go all the way. Froling puts it behind his back. What a pass. Well, he's got to go up. Well, you can't reward him with the assist, but again, Froling with the spectacular behind the back pass. Mathiang unable to finish the playoff. Clemens in the lane. Clemens now. Well, Clemens with a beautiful finger roll. And again, he's just a one-man team at the moment, just going to work. Weeks in the lane. Weeks draws a foul, and now he'll go to the free throw line. You can see with Kazakhstan, they make a great play down the other end. They've just got to get back on defense, because with a team like Australia, if you make mistakes, they'll make you pay. But even again, if you get it right, they still might make you pay. And now Weeks will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. As Isaac Humphries, their best player, comes back into the game. Well, Jar Weeks makes the first free throw. And again, you know, he's enjoying a bit of time so far in his early career playing with the New Zealand Breakers, where he's only averaging 2 points a game. But again, it's just the energy and the hustle he gives you and the ability to get up and down the court as he makes both free throws. Puts it back up to a 22-point ball game. Well, now checks back into the game and gives Weeks just a breather. Gula now goes pick and roll with Clemens. Clemens got it by Froling. Shakes and bakes. And 6 on the shot clock now. He's got to get something going in the basket. Gavrilov all the way, bumps in the lane. Can't get the layup. Isaac Humphries secures the rebound. And now Wilson will just slow it down now with 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Australia lead this one by 22. Wilson now comes off a screen with Humphries. Kicks it to Froling. Froling goes baseline, spins around Froling, turns it over. And now Clemens can push. It's a 3-on-2 fast break. Gali, 3 in transition, takes a 3-pointer. And again, can't get it. He's 1 for 6 from the perimeter in this game. Well, Mitch Creek on the ball now. Again, he'll just slow this one down. Froling down low to Humphries. Humphries strong, goes up. Humphries can't get the and-1. But the big man now will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. And again, when you've got such a strong, mobile player, versatile, hostile, Isaac Humphries makes all the big difference for your team in the backcourt. Again, it's a tough pass to Cash, but you know, Gavrilov wrapped around it. Humphries can't get it, but he'll shoot the 2 free throws. Well, Miss gets his own rebound, puts it up, and again, the beautiful magic touch from Isaac Humphries. And the former University of Kentucky player just makes it count. Clemens in the lane now looking for options. Not a lot of movement off the ball. Goes himself, and again, you gotta love this guy going in the lane, just going up against the Giants. And he just kissed it off the glass. Wilson now gets a ball reversal. Goes baseline. Takes out the Froling. Well, pulls the trigger from the perimeter. Can't get it. And then Jagulin secures a rebound. And with 1:47 to go here, Kazakhstan trail this one by 23. Tries a Euro step in the lane. Can't get it. And Gavrilov comes up with a loose ball. Turns it over. Up to Humphries. Humphries spins around in the lane, can't get it. Well, I'm not sure if Gavrilov knew, but Humphries knocked that one out of bounds. I mean, it was going out Kazakhstan ball, so not sure if he knew it came off of Humphries, but Australia going to get it back. Well, 9 seconds on the shot clock. We sorted out, so it will be baseline ball now. Isaac Humphries gets it in. Gives up to Nah. I mean, there's a good situation. Kazakhstan could go for a double team as Nah missed a layup. Now with 1:10 to go here, down by 23. Kazakhstan just going to continue to chip into the deficit. He steps back from the perimeter, takes the three. The three is good. Well, again, he did so well to step back and get the time and space off for the shot. He cuts it back down to a 20-point deficit. Well, Clemens has been really the best player, 3 for 7 from the perimeter, 28 points so far tonight. Again, they've needed other players to step in and step up. Now Kazakhstan off this game will be watching the Philippines game and hoping that the Philippines do not win that one under the basket. Frolin easily lays it up. Well, the Philippines will be taking on Qatar later today. And again, it's that man. Clemens just sinks it from downtown as he moves up to 31 points, 4 for 8 from the perimeter. Well, top scorer in the game now, Anthony Clemens. Well, backdoor play goes into the basket. Nah, lays it up off the backboard. Daniel Grida now just going to work. Mirzagaliev now in the lane, has to kick it out. Mirzagaliev, well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this one, it is Australia 81, Kazakhstan 60. And now, after this game, Kazakhstan will all be watching the game later when the Philippines take on Qatar. And if the Philippines win that game, it will be at that point. Good night for Kazakhstan. Australia, top of Group F. Spectacular, completely different team in this window that we've seen from the last windows. Finish it off in fine form. Australia have already booked their ticket. They were already qualified. Kazakhstan needed to win this game just to give themselves a chance of going through. But now Kazakhstan will be following on the game that goes on in Qatar between them and the Philippines, and hope that Qatar can do them a favor, give them a final chance, because they will play the Philippines in their final game here in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Well, this is the first game here of the final window. Japan currently right now are taking on Iran. That is a big game. And Japan are winning that game as it stands, trying to cement their position to probably finish in the top 3. But as it stands, it is the guys from the Great Outback from Australia that win this one by 21 points. They shot 41% from the perimeter, 7 for 17, 59% from within the rainbow. And they were just absolutely spectacular, dominating the rebounds, 48-30, 16 assists. And Australia did have 21 turnovers, and again, that's something they'll look under this game. They'll put a line under it and try to fix, and again, take nothing away. These players coming in. Well, there's the man, 3-time NBA champion, their assistant coach, Luke Longley. And again, what guidance he's probably given to that man, Isaac Humphries. Almost had a double-double, 3 rebounds away from a double-double. Well, Anthony Clemens was their top scorer for Kazakhstan with 31. He did have 4 steals. Gavrilov with 2 blocks. But it just wasn't enough. Other players needed to step in and step up for Kazakhstan. Well, we do thank you for joining us here this evening in Astana. But remember, more games to come tonight all over the globe. It is the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. It is the last window. A few more places for a few more countries to gain here. Who's going to be going to China? We will find out here at the end of this window. Well, the big thing now for Kazakhstan is they'll probably be going to the television to watch how the Philippines take on Qatar. And if the Philippines win that game, it will be curtains all for Kazakhstan. But if Qatar can win, do Kazakhstan a favor, then in the final game, Kazakhstan might have one chance to be that top 4th place finisher. But that is as it stands here at the end of this one. Anthony Clemens, for his efforts, his 31 points, the teardrops, the 3-point shots, it just wasn't enough. Again, you can see Australia. I mean, this is a game that just shows the amount of depth they've got in their national team, the amount of players they can call up. A completely changed team from their last window. But again, they came here, they did the job on the road. Well, again, Isaac Humphries was a big difference, but Gali just making the 3-pointer late there in the 4th quarter. And again, that was a thing. Kazakhstan came out like a house on fire with 4 3-point field goals in the 1st quarter, but they didn't shoot the ball well after that. And it was just that poor 3-point shooting team that just led to their demise. Again, Anthony Clemens trying to keep him in the game, giving him everything he had. Some spectacular moves in the lane, getting to the lane, but just wasn't enough. Again, lost this one by 21 points. And again, look at this for a finger roll. Beautiful play by the veteran here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, remember, download the app, the FIBA World Cup 2019 app, where you can follow all your greatest plays and your favorite teams and players. Free to download all the latest information to the build-up to the FIBA World Cup in China 2019. And we are literally a few months away, from going to the FIBA World Cup, which starts at the end of August. Who will be there? Australia will be there. And as Kobe Bryant said when he held the trophy in his hands, the FIBA World Cup, if you want it, come and get it. Well, Clemens just playing some spectacular basketball. But ladies and gentlemen, the first game kickoff here in the final window. More games to come here. But as it stands, Australia haven't already qualified. Kazakhstan must need Qatar to beat the Philippines tonight. If Qatar do not win, the Philippines it'll be curtains all for Kazakhstan. There'll be no way back. Remember, it's the top 3 teams in each group here in Asia that will automatically qualify, along with the best 4th place finisher. And as it stands, Japan are beating Iran. If Japan wins that game, 3rd place could be a reality for them.